Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Today we are going to taste a Brazilian coffee. It is a Cerrado. It comes from Monte Carmelo, Kencaf. I can never pronounce the bloody name of this cooperative. It's Cooxupe. I've never actually been able to pronounce the name of it. Kencaf is a very large cooperative in the Cerrado region of Brazil. Monte Carmelo, a lot of people get confused and they think that's actually a farm. It's not. Monte Carmelo is a town. This is a very, and the reason why I wanted to do this is a very generic Brazilian coffee that is branded under Monte Carmelo. Cerrados tend to be a lot lower acidity because they tend to be grown on plains, a little bit lower altitude. They're all machine harvested. This is a semi-washed coffee. In Brazil we have three primary ways of processing coffee. One is a dry method, one is a washed, one is a semi-washed, and now there's actually a new method called, what is it actually called? It's called cherry. Sorry, my apologies. It's called raisin. The raisin method is actually quite new, and what it does is the coffee beans that actually float, they're called floaters, are actually skimmed off the top, and they tend to have much more of a sort of like a deep cherry, fruity type flavors, but when you're roasting them, it's an absolute pain in the ass. We don't really see them very often. We had one, it was more towards the beginning of the year, and it was incredibly temperamental. So, onto this coffee. This is a very, very generic Brazilian Monte Carmelo from Cerrado. So, we're going to go ahead and give this a sip. So, the reason why I actually did 2 cups of this is because what I actually found was when I was sniffing this is I got a lot of really sort of woody type smells to that, and that's very reminiscent of coffees that tend to have a lot of Quakers. Quakers are those sort of really off-color roasted coffees. So what I did is I went and I ground another one, and this one you tend to get a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more hints of that nut, but you're still getting that sort of cereal type notes. Very, very predominant. Let me go ahead and actually try this. So what I'm finding actually in the cup is a reconfirmation of what I actually got in the dry aroma. And that is you get very, very mellow acidity, which in espresso, yes, it does work, but very bland and a lot of sort of almost like honey nut Cheerios without the honey. A lot of the oats, a touch of sweetness, not a lot. There's really not a lot to this coffee here. If I were to score this coffee, I would probably give this a 78. Okay? That is the Monte Carmelo from Brazil. It is a Cerrado. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little something too. Cheers.